Hi there, I'm Joey.
I'm Jacob.
And we are watching Star Trek for the first time. Last time on Star Trek, because it's what I just said before we started recording, we had Piglet. It was great.
And, there might be a murderer on the Enterprise.
Look, I just want to describe that experience really quick. We're recording pretty early in the morning.
Yes.
I just sat here for a moment before I pressed record. I was like, wait a second. Fuck. Piglet, that's right. And that was sufficient for me. So, alright. Today we are watching an episode called The Trouble with Tribbles.
I've heard of this episode.
Have you heard of this episode?
Yes.
Okay, because I've heard of this episode, because there's a certain person that I talk to whenever I say I'm watching TOS, and they're like, oh my god, have you watched Tribbles yet? I'm like, I don't fucking know what Tribbles is. What the fuck are you talking about?
But I've heard of this, and I think Tribbles are some kind of animal.
Okay, alright. So apparently there's gonna be some trouble with them.
I guess, that would make the name make sense.
Okay, well I guess we'll find out. We're gonna get into post-episode thoughts in a second. Be sure to join us then. We are about to watch The Trouble with Tribbles. So I think that might just be the most fun I've ever had watching a Star Trek episode.
Like, just good fun.
Yeah, I really, really enjoyed that. And others seem to agree. This appears on 3 of our 5 lists.
Oh, haven't had this in a while.
It pops up at... Right, we haven't had one in a while. Not since Doomsday Machine?
That sounds
like the last one.
That sounds like the last one, yeah.
Could be wrong. But yeah, this shows up at number 7 on Entertainment Weekly,
okay.
number 5 on IGN, and number 4 on Newsweek. So, yeah, very well liked episode, and for good reason. It's incredibly fun.
It's good fun. It's got Klingons,
and it's got not blackface Klingons.
Yeah, right.
Which is really nice. I mean, they're white, but I mean, like, whatever.
Don't take like the kind of. We're trying to say the same thing, I think.
We are trying to say the same thing because, like, look, they just carry a very different energy, and I actually don't think it's the lack of blackface. I think it's just the performances. They were just not on the same page as the other dudes that were playing them.
God, no. Very
different energy carried by the Klingons here. But really, I think they're not in blackface for the reason of the twist at the end of the episode.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's why, so they could do the Darwin as a secret Klingon twist.
Right.
Like, I don't know.
Which I feel like there should have been more clues to, because they kind of tack it on at the end.
Yeah, I didn't even know the character's name until they said it towards the end. I was like, okay, Darwin, that guy, sure, I know him.
I mean, I recall him through the episode.
Like, I remember Barris, I remember Jones. I was like, okay, I know these guys. But Darwin, I was like, he was just kind of there. I don't know. I didn't get it. But yeah, this was incredibly fun. I don't know. I just loved the Tribbles.
There was an absolute ton of props.
Yes. Seriously, how many of those do they have to make? Because I don't know. The only scene where I think the scene where you see the most of them is where Kirk is surrounded by them. In the
God, yeah.
Scene.
But and we see a lot of them follow too, so it's not like there's just like a clump that they made at once.
Yeah, unless the only thing I can think of is maybe they had like a little prop thing that they like stuck a bunch of them on, and it's not just literally just a pile of fur balls. There was like something that like Kirk was behind or in front of that they like stuck them onto. Who knows? We're thinking too much about the logistics of this. Point being, Tribbles, K7, this outpost that is warring with the Klingons. They have sent out this distress signal, and
nothing is wrong.
Nothing is wrong. They go there, and it's just this dude named Barris who's just really worried about this wheat that he has, the supply going bad. And I just loved the relationship between him and Kirk. Just how pissed off they constantly were at each other.
Right.
But especially in Shatner's performance, who just hated this dude. But hated this dude to the point where, like, he didn't care anymore.
Right. Yeah.
He was just like, I do not fucking care. I will let his wheat rot. It can fucking die.
I understand it's important, but I really hate him.
Yeah. You do not understand how much I despise this man. But no, it's great. I loved. Well, first of all, I was annoyed that McCoy took forever to show up in the episode, because I love DeForest Kelley so much, and I think he should be like the focal point of every episode. I truly do.
He should be a strong point in every one.
Which
he was in this episode still.
Yeah, absolutely. He runs like these like tests on the Tribbles. First of all, I love that the inciting incident here is that Uhura buys a Tribble. Because Uhura is so infatuated with them or whatever. And she brings them onto the ship. They're in like the break room or whatever. Is that the break room?
That seems to be there.
It looks like a break room. I don't know.
I mean, it's close enough.
Yeah. but they're looking at the Tribbles and they have like breeded. They have made this one Tribble has made multiple Tribbles, and McCoy takes one of them to do tests on it. And like I don't know, even later on in the episode when the Tribbles start really getting out of hand, like Ahura is still like their #1 defender. Like she will
except for one brief moment where she doesn't seem to care if it dies or not.
Yeah. That moment where McCoy takes it to his thing. He's like I'm gonna take this down to the whatever place and see what makes it tick. And Ahura's like, well, she's like, if you're gonna dissect it, I don't want to know about it. And it's like, wait, what? That's not, don't dissect it. It's if you're gonna dissect it, just don't tell me.
Right, yeah. It's don't harm it. It's not don't harm it. It's not don't do anything to it besides like an X-ray.
Yeah. I just thought that was really funny. I also love Cyrano Jones, the character selling the Tribbles throughout this. He was incredibly fun. They tried doing a thing for a while that like was they were like trying to say that like he was a Klingon spy, that he was like purposely bringing them here to cause trouble. And I was like, no, please don't, not him. Like, can we just have one innocent goofball here? Like, I just
like there's a fight between like the Klingons and the Enterprise crew, and it's hilarious. So, like, there's actors being thrown off screen and being thrown from off screen on screen.
He's so funny in that.
And he's in the background just pouring drinks.
I loved it. He's so good. Like, this should be our Harry Mudd. Like I think. Like, I would watch more of this guy. I do not want more Mudd. I know there's more Mudd, but I don't want more Mudd. I want this guy. I want him back.
Because he's really fun to watch.
This is the con artist I want to see. This is the one. But I say con artist, but like I guess his business is like legitimate.
Yeah, he's got again, my proverbial air quotes, as you also agree, his legitimate business.
Yeah, it's a legitimate business.
Like, he's licensed to do, what was it, asteroid purchasing?
Yeah. And he's right, like, they are, like, completely harmless creatures. Like there's nothing actually wrong with them.
Right, they're not gonna bite, they're not gonna kill you. They seem mostly to exist to breed.
And loved that. Oh yeah. Since we were on the fight scene, I wanted to talk about like the aftermath of the fight scene when Kirk is talking to Scotty.
Yeah.
And Scotty's like, "Oh, well, Chekhov wanted to fight these guys, but I stopped him from doing this." Like, "Oh, well, why did Chekhov want to fight them?" "Oh, well, they were insulting you." "Okay, but you threw the first punch, so what happened with you?" "Oh, well, they insulted the Enterprise."
And Kirk's like, "I won't take that personally,
but you can stay in your quarters." It's great. I really love that.
And then I called the ending, which I think is hilarious. Like the ending zinger, I should say.
Oh yeah. That they transport all the Tribbles to the Klingon ship
because the Klingons hate the Tribbles and the Tribbles hate the Klingons for some reason.
I like that. Is this our first Klingon episode that doesn't end in bloodshed?
Yeah, no one died.
It's a pretty like just nice ending for all of them. Even though like this is probably where I hated the Klingons the most, like as villains. I was like, you fuckers, you're being, I don't know. I just didn't like them. Yeah. I like them as like characters, but I don't know. In that bad guy with it, like I'm not supposed to like them. You know?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, great stuff. That was a great episode. I really loved that.
It was very fun.
That was incredibly fun.
Like, if I just wanted a random fun episode to watch, this would totally be it.
Yeah, that was awesome. So, yeah, I guess that about does it. Be sure to join us next time when we continue Star Trek: The Original Series. Until then, this has been Joey Morgan.
I'm Jacob.
Goodbye.